So, what's up, guys? It is Friday. I thought I'd do another video. I thought I'd do a video for you this morning. So obviously the inghams are in deep shit. They won't admit that. They'll keep lying about it. They like to manipulate their fans into believing that everything's okay. That's what I say. The iFan read hits or they're very brainless, clueless, stupid, gullible people. You know, the inghams are constantly lying, and the IFAM constantly believe their lies. There's been so many times where the inghams are quite blatantly lying, but the IFAM believes that the inghams are telling the truth, even when they're actually not. You know, the fact that they're manipulating their fans and trying to lie to their fans, making out that everything's okay when actually it isn't, shows what sort of people they are. I can imagine that things have been, there's been a lot of tension there behind the scenes recently, and I can imagine that that the atmosphere in that house has been, absolutely horrific, absolutely horrendous. And I can imagine there's been a lot of arguing between Chris and Sarah recently, and I feel sorry for the kids. That they were about to hear their parents arguing and everything. I'd love to be a fly on the wall just to see in that house, just to see how bad things are between them two right now. Obviously that he acting like he carrying on, acting like everything's normal, acting like everything's so all okay, nothing's happened. That he manipulating their fans into believing that everything's all, well and good when in reality things are not all well and good, and we all know that. We all know that the Inghams are in serious shit. And they won't admit that, they won't admit they won't admit the truth, they'll keep lying. Because that's what they do. Instead of admitting the truth, which is what they should do, they will choose to keep lying about it and will choose to keep manipulating their fans and lying and trying into believing that everything's all so well and good when actually in reality things are not all well and so well and good, and we all know that. You know, they just need to stop lying to their fans and stop trying to manipulate their fans into believing everything's so well and good. That's what I'm gonna say. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, I am enjoying watching their downfall. Their perfect life isn't as perfect as they make it out to be. Their perfect life is falling apart. And we're sort of watching that happen. Before our very eyes. You know, I certainly think Vlogmas will be very interesting this year. I don't think there'll be, mountains upon mountains of presents like there has been in previous years. It'll be more like a flipping, they'll be shopping for Christmas presents in flipping Poundland this year. The way things are going, they will be shopping in Poundland this year for Christmas presents. They won't be going out buying all these, expensive Christmas presents and stuff that the kids are actually used to, which obviously we all know that's what the kids are used to now is, expensive, it's really expensive birthday presents and really expensive Christmas presents. But I think that kids are gonna have to start getting used to, but to getting stuff that isn't actually quite as expensive, but it isn't really that expensive. You know, I think this year's Christmas will be very interesting. It certainly won't be an epic. It certainly won't be as epic and or as spectacular as it has been in previous years, and I can guarantee you that. You know, yeah. When I look at the IFAM, it's so they make me laugh. The fact that they constantly choose to believe the lies that Chris and Sarah keep coming out with. Like instead, they keep choosing to believe everything that Chris and Sarah say, and always choose to believe that Chris and Sarah are, telling the truth when, when we all know that they're not actually telling the truth. We all know that they're actually quite blatantly lying. And we can all see that they're lying. We can all see that they're not actually telling the truth, which they're never going to. They're always going to make out that things are absolutely fine when we all know that they're not. They're always going to claim that people are lying. They're always going to claim, that's what they do. they will always claim that people are making up lies about them. But this time, there's no lies. People are not making up lies about them at all. Nothing that's been, nothing about the CCJs is lies. Nothing about the liquidation is lies. Everything about it is true. And we all know it's true. We all know that they're in a very, very bad situation. We all know that they're in deep, deep shit. They don't keep claiming they're not. They don't keep coming on and claiming that they're not in deep, deep shit and that they're not in a bad situation, in a very bad situation. But we all know that they are. We all know that they are in a very bad situation. And we all know they are in deep, deep shit, no matter how many times they claim they're not. It's it's as simple as that. You know, the reality of the situation is things couldn't be any worse than what they are now for the M's. It has to be said. You know. So obviously I've seen that Popular Panda Pops has been lurking around Doodle's channel. I haven't seen. I don't think I've actually seen Popular Panda Pops commenting on any of Doodle's videos since he actually did the video where he obviously revealed the real identity of who Popular Panda Pops was, which we now know it to be a former supporter of the channel, Jackie Rundle. Although Popular Panda Pops has been claiming that they are not Jackie Rundle and that Doodle got it wrong. I don't know how much I believe that. I don't know how much I believe that they're not the real that they're not actually Jackie Rundle. I mean, I feel like that it's just a thing like everyone's been saying, oh, they're this person or they're that person, and Popular Panda Pops has been coming on the saying, well, I'm not this person, I'm not that person. But they won't actually reveal who they are. They won't actually say, oh, well, I'm this person. They won't really say that. But I mean, it's like the vibe I get with this Popular Panda Pops character, whoever the fuck they are, if they if they really are not Jackie Rundle, they obviously don't want people to know who they really are. As if they wanted, as if they didn't have an issue with people knowing who they really were, they would tell people. But the fact that they're not saying who they are, they deny it whenever anyone says, "Oh, you're this person or you're that person." Popular Panda Pops always denies that, but they never actually say who they actually are. And that makes me think that they don't want people that for some or other reason they don't actually want people to know who they really are. They don't. There has to be, and I think there has to be some reason for that. I mean, the thing is though, it's like, if it's not Jackie Rundle, then who the fuck is it? And who the fuck? If they're not Jackie Rundle, then who the fuck are they? I don't know who. I don't even. I honestly can't think of anybody else that it could possibly be. But I mean, it's like if it's not, it's obviously Doodle said it's Jackie Rundle. Popular Panda Pops are claiming they're not Jackie Rundle. If they're not Jackie Rundle, then who the hell are they? Who the hell? Who the hell are they? But like who else could it? Who the fuck else could it be? I honestly can't think of anybody else it could actually, they could actually be. There's no one else that really comes to mind. That has to be said. I mean, I have hidden Jackie Ron Popular Panda Pop's comments from my channel. They have commented before on my channel on some of my videos, being quite nasty. They are very, this is the thing with this Popular Panda Pops person. They are a very nasty, vile, horrible person. And I mean, obviously we've all had run-ins with them who are, and they're a very they're a very nasty, vile person. They're probably some of the things they say to people are absolutely disgusting, and are absolutely, and they're absolutely despicable. You know, and they're also very below the belt. I have to say. Obviously, that popular Panda Pops, obviously popular Panda Pops can't continue to comment on my channel, but I won't see their comments because I hid that comment that they posted yesterday on my video I did yesterday, and I've also hidden all of their future comments. So, yeah, popular Panda Pops, by all means, keep posting your your fucking stupid, pathetic, boring comments on my videos, but I won't see them because I've hidden your comments. You will not be getting a reply, even if you comment on my videos, you will not be getting a reply from me because I won't see your comments. So you're wasting, so if you continue to comment on my videos, you're wasting your time. You're not going to get any reply from me, I'm not going to see your comments. So keep commenting on my videos if that's what you want to do. But I'm not gonna see. But I won't see your comments because I've hidden your comments off my videos, so I won't see them even if you do upload. I've done that with other people as well. Other people that have been quite nasty on my channel, posted quite nasty comments on my videos, and they've been hidden from my channel as well. So I won't see their comments. So they can continue posting comments if they wanted to, but I won't see them. And it's the same with popular Panda Pops. They can keep posting comments on my videos, but I won't see them because I've hidden them. So they're wasting their time. If they think that they're gonna keep commenting on my videos, and I will see their comments, they can think again because I won't see them because I've hidden all of their future comments. So any future comment they post on any of my videos, I won't see them. It's as simple as that. That's how it works. People post nasty comments on my videos. The comments are hidden, and I won't and I won't see them. And I won't reply to them. That's how it works. You know, they wanna mess with me. Enjoy having all of your comments hidden, so I won't see them. You know, so enjoy wasting your time, continue posting comments on my channel, but I'm not gonna see those comments. They're not. I don't even think. I don't know if anybody else would see them. I don't know if I can't see them, and I don't know if anybody else can actually still. If anybody else commented on my videos, they'd still be able to see those comments. But I've hidden them, so I won't see them now. So I continue posting comments, but then I just won't see them. That's how it goes. That's how it works. But obviously, the situation with the inghams, it's a crazy one. I just think it's sad that they're manipulating their fans into believing that everything's all so well and good when the reality of the situation is that things are not all as well and good as they make them out. They keep claiming that things are perfect, absolutely fine, nothing's wrong, but the reality is things are not all fine or as well and good as they like to make out.
And one there, and then there'll be a gap in the middle for
their lives are not as perfect as they make them out to be. Their perfect life isn't really that perfect now. Their perfect life is not as perfect as it used to be. They can keep lying and lying and lying about it, but that's what they do. The inghams love to lie. Rather, they prefer to lie rather than admit the truth. They'll keep denying it and denying it and denying it instead of admitting the truth, which is what they should be doing. They should actually be admitting the truth, but they won't. They will want their fans to believe that everything is perfect, everything's fine. They want their fans to believe that that everything else that what everyone else is saying is complete lies, bullshit, and that what they're saying is the truth. When in reality, what they're saying isn't actually the truth. What they're saying is absolute lies and bullshit. What they're saying, at the end of the day, the inghams are full of shit. And and I said this in my video. I think I did that in the video I did yesterday. Chris Ingham is full of shit, and I stand by that. And I'll say it again. Or was it the video? Was it a video I did? I think it was the video I did on Wednesday, actually. I said, the inghams are full of shit. Well, his Ingham is full of shit. And I stand by that, because he is full of shit. I still find it hilarious that he had that massive rant. He posted that massive rant in the video, in the comments of the Q&A vlog the other night, and then he deleted that comment. Does that not prove a point? The fact that he's posted that massive rant and then gone on and deleted it. I think that proves a point. He made himself look like a complete and utter fucking moron doing that. Upload, he had a massive rant in the comments and then deleted that comment. Like, what the fuck? Like, talk about making yourself look completely fucking stupid. That's what he did. He made himself look so fucking stupid with that. Enough said, you know. But I've said all I really need to say in this video. I don't think there's anything else I really, I really needed to say. But this is a crazy situation. The NMs need to pay their fucking debts. That's what they need to do. They need to stop lying. They need to stop bullshitting, and they need to stop trying to manipulate their fans into thinking that everything's okay when it's not. And they need to pay their fucking debts. That is what they should. That is what they need to do. Pay your fucking debts, you fucking pair of spanners. That is what I will say. Just pay. That's what they should be. That's what they need to do. Is pay their fucking debts. Simple as that. So I hope you enjoyed this video anyway, and I'll see you for another one soon. Bye bye.